365 Days tells the story of Massimo, a total hunk who treats women like absolute garbage. But that's okay because he's a hottie. So, this Massimo dude has a small anger management issue, though he's got it under control. Whenever someone ruffles his pretty feathers, he forces one of his female workers to sexually please him. Just call it a workplace hazard. The job market is too volatile to cry wolf, especially when your boss is a horny mafia lord. Just put your pride in your pocket and blame it on Wall Street like the rest of us. You shouldn't judge him by his mishaps, however. Our stud here is a total softie. After seeing a girl called Laura once and dreaming about her for 5 years, he finally worked up the courage to track her down and to get her kidnapped. And they say romance is dead. This takes us to Laura, a Polish babe with a boring, cheating boyfriend. She was extremely unhappy in her relationship, so I'm confused as to why she isn't grateful for the kidnapping. She thought her ex-boyfriend was cold and distant, so why is she complaining that Massimo's being too clingy? Especially when he has such a big heart. He's an ethical drug dealer, okay? He murders dudes who are real bad and takes women out for free shopping sprees, even if they don't want to. He's that generous and kind-hearted. Laura, on the other hand, is a bullhead who's playing hard to get. She knows she wants Massimo, but she's hesitant because he's such an alpha male. She doesn't understand that, although he seems intimidating, he's actually really respectful and wouldn't touch her without her consent. It's all good. If we disregard how he kept her hostage, chained her up, and continuously threatened and invaded her personal space, of course. We'll just look on the bright side, because the world is in great need of positivity nowadays. Massimo's actually super underrated. He's in charge of several companies, hotels, restaurants, and he's a goddamn drug lord. But he still finds time to spend with his boo. Meanwhile, I can't even get a text back. He once took Laura to a club, and she wore a super short skanky dress without thinking about the consequences of her actions. So a significantly less attractive guy tried to grope her. See, this is what I'm talking about. Not everyone is a Massimo. Some dudes are ugly, and sexual harassment is a big no-no for those. Thank God our knight in shining armor was there to defend her honor. He is the only one allowed to step over her dignity after all. This little incident caused a big commotion. Turns out, the groper is another mafia dude, and he's offended Massimo chose a hoe over a bro. So he initiated the whole mafia war. This is clearly all Laura's fault. Massimo kept telling her not to provoke him, so she went and provoked other men, and blamed him all for it. Not only that, she also fell from a boat, forcing him to risk his life for her clumsy butt. At least that gesture was met with gratitude, because they ended up doing the deed. The deeds. All there is to be done. Everywhere. All the time. And then some more. And since Massimo is a blowjob in the rain type of fella, he decided to immediately put a ring on it. Stockholm Syndrome doesn't need 365 days to go into effect. One hard look at those honey-colored eyes, and Laura's bees in the trap. So she might as well upgrade from a regular cage to a golden one. Too bad their happiness was cut short, because around the end, she gets a death threat and then something happens to her. No, for real, no one knows what happened. But it got Massimo crying, so it must be really bad. The end.